The rolling hills of Napa Valley were a patchwork of emerald and gold under the mid-morning California sun. Clara adjusted her wide-brimmed hat, the white lace of her maxi dress fluttering in the breeze as they stepped off the dusty path. "It smells like crushed grapes and sunshine," Mina remarked, adjusting her sunglasses. They were standing at the gates of a towering stone winery that looked like it had been transported straight from a medieval fairy tale. At the heavy oak doors, they were greeted by Marcello, the estate's owner. He was a man of quiet elegance, his hands calloused from years of tending the vines, and his eyes bright with a passion for his craft. "Welcome to the Castello," Marcello said, bowing slightly to the travelers. Clara smiled, her blonde hair catching the light. "We've heard the legends of this place, Marcello," she said, her keen eyes already taking in the intricate floral carvings on the doorframe. "Especially the legend of the golden drop." Marcello led them deep into the heart of the castle, where the air was cool and thick with the scent of aged oak. In a velvet-lined alcove sat a single bottle, its glass shimmering like amber. "The Golden Drop 1960, Marcello whispered, his voice full of reverence. Leo leaned in, his professional camera lens capturing the dust motes dancing around the priceless vintage. "It's the soul of the vineyard," Marcello added, "and the most valuable piece of history we own." Suddenly, the heavy iron chandeliers overhead flickered and died. A low hum of electricity groaned through the walls, and then, absolute darkness. The cellar was plunged into a silent void. "Don't move, everyone," Leo shouted, his hand reaching out to find Clara's arm in the gloom. Clara stood perfectly still, her heart racing not with fear, but with a sharp, focused curiosity. She heard a soft, rhythmic thump-thump, and the frantic scuttle of something small and fast across the stone floor. When the light surged back to life a minute later, a collective gasp echoed through the stone chamber. The velvet cushion in the alcove was empty. The Golden Drop 1960 was gone. Marcello paled, his hands trembling as he reached for the empty space where his treasure had sat. "It's impossible," he choked out, his voice cracking. Mina rushed to his side, her face full of concern. "Did someone break in during the blackout?" she asked, looking around the seemingly sealed room for an intruder. While the others checked the locks and heavy doors, Clara knelt on the cold floor. She wasn't looking at the exits, she was looking at the ground. Near the display, she spotted a single, bright orange hair and a faint smudge in the dust. A ginger cat named Felix sat atop a wine barrel nearby, grooming a paw with suspicious nonchalance. Clara locked eyes with the cat, who stared back with wide, unblinking green eyes. "You've been busy, haven't you, Felix?" she murmured, her lips curving into a clever smile. Clara followed a trail of orange fur toward a heavy, ornate tapestry hanging against the back wall. She pulled the thick fabric aside to reveal a small, iron vent with a loose latch. Leo joined her, holding his camera's flash up to illuminate the dark, narrow opening. "You think the bottle is in there?" Leo asked, his voice echoing in the small space. "I don't think it walked there itself," Clara replied. "But Felix is a collector of shiny things, and that gold foil on the cork is very tempting." Clara reached into the narrow vent, her slender arm disappearing into the shadows. Her fingers brushed against cool, smooth glass. With a slow, steady pull, she extracted the bottle from its hiding place. It was perfectly intact, the Golden Drop 1960 label gleaming once more in the cellar's light. Felix let out a disgruntled meow from his perch, as if complaining that his new toy had been confiscated so quickly. Clara laughed, scratching the cat behind his ears. "Nice try, buddy, but this belongs back on the shelf." Marcello took the bottle back with a look of profound relief. He looked at Clara with newfound respect, his eyes twinkling. "Your eyes see what others miss, Clara," he said, carefully returning the treasure to its velvet home.